This is a plus room. With school holidays fast approaching, you must probably wondering, what activities can I be doing at home with my children? Well, today we are going to have a look at symmetry and activities you can be doing at home with your children in a small group or with a large group. Most of these activities are free. You don't have to spend a penny on them. Right, so symmetry. We're going to make symmetry a little bit more interesting. We're going to be taking on a nature approach to it. It's amazing how much nature has to offer when it comes to symmetry. But before we start, we're going to pop over and have a look at the different types of symmetry. Hi, and welcome to the classroom. I'm Miss O'Brien. Okay, before we start exploring symmetry in nature, we're just going to go right back to the beginning and have a look at what is symmetry. First one we're going to be looking at is reflection symmetry. This is sometimes called mirror or line symmetry. This one's easy to see because one half is the reflection of the other half. Here is a gorgeous picture of the butterfly, and as you can see, I've just simply drawn a line in the middle, and we can see the butterfly's reflection from one side to the other is exactly the same. Another example you can show to the children is if they have a pet or even their face. If you draw a line down the centre of your face, one side will be reflected of the other side. Now, the line of symmetry does not have to be down the middle. It can be any side as long as both sides are being reflected of the other. I have a beautiful picture of the flower, and I've drawn several lines on there that I believe is a line of symmetry. It doesn't matter which way you look. You can go up, down, around, left to right, left to right, right to left. It still shows a sign of symmetry. The second one we're going to have a quick look at is rotational symmetry. It doesn't matter if the image is rotated around, every point is still the same. And point symmetry is the same distance from the central point to the opposite. So if we start from the middle and we go to the opposite, it's going to be the same distance from the middle. Now, you might be probably wondering now, what happens if an object does not have a line of symmetry? What is that? Well, we refer back to the picture of the cat. I've got the children to draw another line of symmetry, and we discuss how this line of symmetry is not a reflection, it's not rotational, it's not point. This line of symmetry is actually asymmetrical, having two sides or a half that are not the same. Now we're going to have a look at symmetry in nature. Explain to the children while you're outside, or even before you go outside, that everywhere you look, in the garden, anywhere, in the fishing pond, at the beach, there is symmetry. Challenge the children to spot any creatures or any plants that will have symmetry, like a butterfly, a dragonfly. So the activities that we're going to do, you can either do all at once, you can carry them on for a couple of days, or they can just be ongoing activities. The first activity I'm going to be discussing is a treasure hunt. Nice and simple. You can do this treasure hunt when you take the dog for a walkie, when you're outside just playing in the garden. So simply all you need to do is make a list of items you would like the children to find. The children then take a photo of the item and then tick it off. You can have anything from leaves to sticks to trees to tree stumps. Once they have found all these items, we're going to take them home and print the pictures off. When you're out on this treasure hunt, it's really important to ask the children what or where the symmetry is, and record these guesses so when you go home and you print off the photos and you have a closer look at the pictures, you can either see who's correct or who's wrong, or where that line actually lies. After testing the pictures, you can then sort them out to 3 different categories. One that is symmetrical, one that's asymmetrical, and one that is rotational symmetry. And you can hang these up, you can just lay them on the floor, you can then keep adding to them. After, you can get the children just to collect some nature items and make their own symmetry picture out of these natural objects. Hopefully these activities will help and get your children excited about looking for lines of symmetry, and hopefully they'll be running around trying to find the line of symmetry in everything.